155 bullet rating, 711 rapid. Same person, same chess knowledge. That's 256 point gap. Told me everything I needed to know about why this player is stuck. ZYREN699 reached out to me and sent me his chess.com profile link. He asked me to take a look at it, which I actually did. But what I found out is not only about him, but also related to you. And I figured out 3 things which I would like to share. So let's get straight into it. Quick context before we get into it. Zyren joined chess.com at 2026 April 3rd. So that is pretty much 2 months ago. He had played 355 games so far with a 42-day streak. Now, that is serious commitment for someone who just starting out. That means that the question here is not about effort, because as you can see, the effort is really there. The question is, why is the bullet rating sitting at 455 when everything else is pointing higher? Well, it is because commitment isn't the problem. This is only just to our point 1. Wrong format. Look at this. Look at this game history. 17 moves, 23 moves, 26 moves. These bullet games are ending before anything meaningful ever happens on the board. And at 455 bullets rating, you are not just losing because of strategy. No. You are losing because you don't know how the pieces move. You are losing because of time pressure and panic. And here's the thing. You cannot fix panic by playing more panic. Now let's take a look at his rapid rating, 711. That is 265 points higher than his bullet rating. He is the same person, have the same brain, and obviously the same chess knowledge. But the only difference here is time. More time to think means better decisions, and better decisions means a higher rating. It's that simple. If you're under 1000 ELO, bullet chess is actually working against your improvements. On the other side, rapid is where you actually get better, because the board slows down enough for you to actually see what is going on. Point 2. Knowledge versus application. Yes, what actually surprised me when I look at his profile, I noticed that his puzzle rating is 617, his bullet rating 455, which is 162 points gap. And that gap tells me something that's really specific. That is, the knowledge is there, but when there is no clock, when Zyren had time to sit and look at the board, he can find the right moves, he can see the tactics, but the moment when a clock starts ticking, that's a completely different story. I personally had this exact same problem, where I could solve puzzles all day, but in real game, under time pressure, my brain just went quiet. It's like everything that I have practiced just disappeared. I'll link a video right up here where I tried bullet chess, and the mistake that I made is something that a lot of people also make. They think playing more puzzles will actually fix it. No, not at all. Why? Well, it is because the problem isn't about knowledge. No. The problem is applying knowledge under pressure. And the only way to fix that is to play slower games, to play rapid games. Games where you have enough time to actually assess what the puzzles are really teaching you before you make your move. And so that knowledge is something that you just need time to actually practice it. Let's then move on to our point 3. That is the comeback trap. You see, Zyren told me that he had exams, and so he stopped playing for a while. Then he came back and dropped a lot of ELO. Now, this is the trap that people usually fall into. They treat the rating drop like it means something permanent, like as if the ELO they lost proves something about their ceiling, like they went backwards. But it doesn't mean any of that. In fact, your chess knowledge doesn't disappear in 2 weeks. Only your sharpness does. And so those things are completely different things. Sharpness isn't just pattern recognition speed. That is how quickly your brain finds the move, it already knows. But that usually drops after a break, and it takes some time when you try to come back. That rating will return faster than it is left. And so because the foundation is still there, that is why every game you play before the break is still in your head. Meaning every game you play before that break is still in your head. But only if you give yourself the space to rebuild, and you cannot do that in just 1 minute games. So you need to slow down, play rapid, and let the chess come back naturally, because it eventually does. My final verdict to Zyren is that you're not stuck because you are bad at chess. No. You are stuck because you are playing the wrong formats at the wrong stage of your development. That's it. That's my whole full diagnosis. Switch to rapid. Use your puzzle knowledge in real games where you actually have time to think. Stop measuring your improvements by your bullet rating, because right now at this stage, that is just noise. 354 games played in like 42 days, that is massive streak. That is commitment. It's something that is rare. And so most people usually quit before they even get there. So what I want you to do is to apply that same energy to the right format. And before you know it, you will be at 1000 faster than you think. From someone who was in recently very similar place, I want to tell you that you need to keep going. If you want me to review your chess.com profiles, you can drop your username in the comments below. I go through all of them and I might pick one to review next time. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the next one. And remember, remain mysterious.